I appreciate you doing this interview, man. I was looking forward to talking to you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I'm a big fan of your movies. I love them.
I'm a big fan of your movies, man. You
It's awesome.
you've done countless of movies and TV shows, man, and obviously every time you're in a movie, it's always very memorable, man. Obviously because of your look, you had a very memorable look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then suddenly, I think it was either late last year or beginning of this year, a picture surfaced of you in the gym, completely different. You know what I mean? You're jacked, you're fit, you lost all the all the heavy weight, and that photo I think went viral, and suddenly like it's almost like a resurgence of you in the fitness space now.
Yeah. It's crazy because I have been obviously much larger than I am now, but I've also been much smaller than I am now. In 2010, I was riding bicycles like obsessively. I would ride it would just My Name Is Earl was a TV show I had done at that point. It just ended and I became like an obsessive cyclist and I was riding 300-400 miles a week every week. I went and did all the stages of the Tour de France a couple of times and I got so thin that I actually was uncomfortable with how thin I was. And there were a few press articles that were not kind about it either. And so I was kind of just like, well, you guys, I'm not even gonna talk about this with you because nobody's really reacting to it great.
What do they say? What was the negativity?
It was all like about loose skin and the downside of weight loss and how problematic it can be to lose weight. And basically just that I didn't look great. Now, the truth is, I wasn't comfortable with myself being actually thin. Um, uh, and so I went and I gained a lot of weight, but I actually was lifting weights the whole time. But I mean, I gained a lot of weight. I went back to close to 400 pounds, but I was going to the gym quite a bit. And then when I decided to lose weight again, I kept lifting weights. This is like the first time I've actually been comfortable with myself. Um, so all those pictures, like I'm happy that they're out there because I actually think I look okay, which is a bizarre thing to say because I've not ever once thought that about myself.
Interesting. So what was at the heaviest period? What was your biggest weight?
The the highest I ever weighed on a scale, and I actually believe I gained weight and was heavier than this at a time, but the highest I ever weighed on a scale was 536. And it was like an industrial shipping scale. Um, and it was 536. Yeah. So I know I weighed that much. I suspect I got heavier than that, but that was the highest I ever could objectively say that I weighed.
And when you started cycling, that was specifically to lose weight. Also, I mean, did you do it for the fitness reasons?
Yeah, I wanted to lose weight. I had started to lose weight in around 2002. I started dieting, and I was around 300 pounds when I started doing My Name Is Earl, and I gained like 50, 60 pounds over the course of a few years doing that. And so when it ended, I was like 350, 360, and I just wanted to lose weight. And I rode bicycles, basically got down to close to 200. Um, I'm just a big dude and I shouldn't have I went in to see a doctor and he said, "No, you got to lose weight." And then we did a DEXA scan and he was like, "Oh no, you don't lose weight. You're 12% body fat at 220." But I was really thin and just not comfortable.
Was it taking? I mean, to be that heavy, was it taking a toll on your work at all?
It didn't seem to be, man. I got to be honest with you. I worked all the time at that weight, you know.
That's incredible, man. That's because I hear from a lot of people that not even at that level of weight, but they're struggling, whether it's breathing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
I
yeah,
definitely had all that. I had struggled. I struggled. I mean, a flight of stairs could really affect me. And then as an actor, my job is quite a bit of standing around, and I'd have like swollen feet and ankles every day, no matter what. I had bad sleep apnea. Like I definitely had medical reasons, but none of them were really motivating me to do anything about it.
So at what point you said you became comfortable with the way you look? That was after the cycling, after you went to the gym and sort of got some of the weight back, right?
Yeah, I put on some muscle and I didn't feel like a light breeze was going to knock me over. I felt big again, but I felt big in healthy terms, in terms that I was comfortable with.
It's interesting because it seems like just maybe 10 years ago, right? Cardio was the way to go. You know, a lot of people said, you know, do cardio, it's good for you, you know what I mean? But then it seems like in the last 10 years, people respect muscle much more. And even for weight, for fat burning exercises, you know, cardio is just not enough, right? I mean, would you agree?
I agree, but I don't know that it's I don't know that what I want and what my goals are necessarily applicable to everyone. If you want to be thin, like modelly thin, maybe cardio is the way to go. Because I got really thin doing a load of cardio. I just didn't like how I looked. It because at the end of the day, it's vanity. I also have the problem that because I was so large, I have a lot of excess skin. Now I had a surgery to remove excess skin. Then I gained weight, so I still have excess skin. And if I just went down to like where, what the specialist would want my BMI to be, I would I would be like a deflated balloon. But with muscle mass, it fills that out a bit. It just makes me, I just am happier with the muscle mass. Now, for fat burning, yeah, it's super convenient. I can eat a hell of a lot more at 260 than I could at 200. And with the amount of muscle, I actually need to eat a hell of a lot more to maintain this. You know what I mean? Versus like 60. I think I have 230 pounds of lean tissue right now. That's a lot that you got to feed. You know what I mean? Versus whatever when I weighed uh, 200, I must have been like 175 in lean tissue. That's almost 100 pounds different. That requires calories.
Absolutely. How about your diet? I mean, at your heaviest, I mean, what was attributing to you being that big? Was it the diet choices you think, or was it maybe some kind of just some people have like issue with the health, not maybe not just the eating. You know what I mean?
Right. It could be hormonal or whatever. I don't think, yeah, I don't think I had any of that. I think I ate way too much and I didn't move a lot. And I didn't move a lot for most of my life. Like I never played sports. I never, I didn't like PE. I never ran. Like I just wasn't an active kid. I preferred video games and reading, honestly, to like, I didn't, I liked riding my bike when I was a kid, but I almost, that was just for fun. It wasn't something I ever, well, I doubt many kids are thinking about uh, that their activity levels in terms of physical fitness, unless they're actual athletes. But I just didn't move a lot, and then I ate for multiple people. I wasn't eating for one. I was eating for two, three, four people.
And what is your routine now? What is your workout looking like? I mean, do you work out every day? How does that go for you now?
I take a day off a week. For a long time it was Sundays were my off day, but then like from travel and my schedule got screwed up. So right now my off day is Wednesday, which um, is a little bit weird, and hopefully it gets back to normal. But yeah, I work out 6 days a week. I spend at least an hour in the gym. I do a little bit of cardio, but like I wouldn't go above 30 minutes of cardio. And I'm not like killing myself at that cardio. I'm keeping my heart rate to like 120. Yeah. And I do push, pull, leg split, you know, chest, back, legs, pretty much is what I do. And I apply the principles of progressive overload. Now, in fairness, I haven't built any muscle since I started losing weight again. I did keto for about a year, and I noticed that I was losing weight, but I wasn't getting muscle definition that I had hoped to get. And when I really looked into it, I just wasn't eating enough protein. And I also wasn't really using progressive overload. I was just going to the gym and lifting weights every day and like kind of whatever I could lift, you know? And there was no real plan. And once I kind of put a plan into place of counting my macros, using progressive overload, even in a cut, um, the muscle definition kind of just like was there right away. It did not take long at all to start to see muscle definitions, to start to see shadows in my stomach. That came so fast, I was shocked. And then it slowed down. You know what I mean? Like if I want to get to sub 10% body fat on a DEXA scan, I think I have like 5 to 7 pounds to get there. That's going to take a while. You know what I mean? And right now I'm doing maintenance, which as a lifetime dieter, maintenance is like, you know, like just the opposite of anything I want to be doing. It feels like such a grueling waste of time. But if I think about the principles that are involved with like allowing my hormones to reset and really giving my body a break from the stress, then those 5 to 7 pounds will come easier and it won't cost me any muscle.